What's up, y'all? Malcolm Reed here from How to Barbecue Right. When you're in the Chattanooga area and you're looking for barbecue supplies, you got to check out my buddy Steve's Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply. And Steve and his staff have all your outdoor grilling, smoking, live fire cooking supplies. You can find my Killer Hog stuff there, plus a ton of other cool stuff. So y'all stop in and see Steve. Tell him Malcolm sent you.
The Owl's Nest Barbecue Show is brought to you by Smokin' Brother Pellet Cookers, the highest quality and built right here in the USA. Brought to you by Pit Barrel Cookers. The best barbecue taste you can get comes from the PBC. We're brought to you by Continental Tires since 1871, by the Poultry Chicken Rod, and by the Napoleon Kettle. Everybody has a good time cooking on the Napoleon Kettle Grill. Now, here's Pete, Steve, and Cameron.
Well, there's two of us here tonight because Pete is entertaining out-of-town guests tonight, and they have been all over Chattanooga, Cameron.
That Pete's a busy fella.
He is quite the host. They did the aquarium. I think they're going to do Owl's Nest Barbecue tomorrow.
Nice.
And you can't – what's a visit to Ooltewah without going to Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply? I can't not see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, it's a destination spot at this point. I mean, you're hosting, worldwide competitions at this point. I mean, national coverage. It's awesome.
It is. It is. Of course, we're joined by Cameron Parker of Dad Bod fame and the creator and owner of the Dad Bod Go app on your iPhone and Android. Go to it and subscribe. It's only about $25 a year. You'll get that in satisfaction the first week you use it. In making you can go to this app and say you've got a date, and it's what did you say, Cameron? One time you said if you had a restaurant, you'd name it where you want to go eat.
Oh yeah. I would actually buy two restaurants, and it would be called I don't care and No Not There. Right?
No, not
so
there.
Then when
there
you
you
ask,
go.
like, well, where do you want to go to eat? I don't care. All right, cool. We go there. Well, no, not there. All right, we'll go next door.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something girls like. Girls like when you take control and you say, we're going to go here, baby.
We're going to eat.
Baby, we're going here. Where are we going to eat, Steve? We're going to Wine Down. Well, do you think we're going to Wine Down? Did you hear me? We're going to Wine Down. Oh, that's a great idea. And that's the way they act because we're going to Wine Down. And then you go to the app and you can get all the information on Wine Down and you can choose. You can spin the wheel. If you're on the way to the date and I don't have any idea where to go, you spin the wheel and then boom, we're going to Beef O'Brady's.
I call that the adventurous couple, the ones where you pick your city, you spin that thing, and we're not going to spin it again. We're going to go where it lands. Let's have an adventure. I love that. People are doing it too. Like, it's a lot. I get messages all the time on people like, we spun the wheel. We ended up at Spoonies and loved it. Had a great time.
Impress your girlfriend, impress your wife. Go to the app, and you are the man about town just by going to Cameron's app, Dad Bod Go app, on your Android and on your iPhone. Steve Davison joining us, Chattanooga Events. My buddy Phil joining us too. Steve Davison, you stay tuned. We are going to feature Steve Davidson's food before we sign off tonight. He has been a busy barbecuer, and we are going to feature Steve's food at the end of the show, and you will not regret hanging with us. We've got a lot to cover tonight. Our poll question, and when you guys come in, please answer the poll question. The poll question tonight is in honor of Cameron. Are you afraid of lightning strikes? Yes, hit 1. No, hit 2. It's that simple. Are you afraid of lightning strikes?
And while you're answering that, go ahead, guys. This actually helps a lot. I try to do this every week when we're on here. Just hit that share button real quick and go ahead and like the live also, because what that does is it tells the Facebook algorithm, hey, people want to see this and they want to share it with people. So then they show it to more people. We get more people in here. We get some chatter going. It's a good time.
Share it to your page too.
Yep.
That'd be great. Just share it to your page, and then all your friends will watch it live too.
That's it. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. When you hit that little arrow down there, that puts it on your page for all your friends to see that it's live, and it triggers that algorithm.
And I shared to Cameron's page, and Cameron shares it to Mariah's page, and Mariah shares it to Pete's page, and all of a sudden it's like Amway. It's just all over the world. It's just all over the world. Got a lot to get to. A lot to get to, Cameron. You had probably the most interesting week of your short promotions life.
Yeah.
But none more important than this. Tomorrow is hold on just a second. Shit, where is it? Right there. There it is. National Hot Dog Day is tomorrow.
That is
July the
tomorrow?
15th.
Oh, man.
It is. It is tomorrow. And of course, we'll be selling hot dogs 11 till 2 at Owl's Nest Barbecue, like we do every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But what we're gonna have a patriotic openings. You can see it. We're gonna stream it live on YouTube. We're gonna play the national anthem. We're gonna hold out the American flags, and we're gonna have just a big time. So if you guys want to come out and be on that live stream and get you a hot dog, I would appreciate if you came out.
You gonna do any blue hot dogs?
No, I'm not gonna do blue hot dogs. That was disgusting.
I'm telling you, it was fine.
You what now?
It was fine. The blue hot dog tasted fine.
Well, yeah, they taste fine, but they look like Smurfs.
Yeah,
Looks like something
really
that came out of a Smurf. But that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. Of course, we'll be doing hot dogs Thursday too, and then Friday is hot dogs, brisket, and pulled pork day at Owl's Nest Barbecue's plan. Friday's always our biggest day, and then Saturday we got the gals from Romaine on the Go going to be coming in, slinging those hot dogs for you on Saturday. And they said they're going to serve them with all the toppings and a side of flirt. How about that? So isn't that racy?
Okay.
We're going to have a racy day in the hot dog room.
You said that's Saturday?
That's Saturday. Yeah, you're making a note. Look at Cameron making a note.
Clear my schedule real quick so I can come hang out.
All the toppings and a side of flirt. So we'll be looking forward to that. Also talking about Romaine on the Go, Owl's Nest Barbecue. You know, Pete and I, Cameron, have been cooking for people barbecue for a long time. And we love to do it, and it's a lot of fun. But a lot of people ask when they come in, they order food, or they want to order something. They go, do you cater? I said, I don't cater. They go, well, how does this work? I said, well, I make the barbecue, and you come get it. Hello, Billy, Brent, and Heath. Glad you joined us. They come in, and I say, I just don't cater because I just don't have a way to drop it off or serve you or whatever. Now we do. We've teamed up with Romaine on the Go, and we are going to provide them with the best barbecue option for catering, and they are the gold standard in catering. You talk about
I love that partnership, Steve.
A staff of people that can make great sides, banana pudding, apple pie barbecue, or I'm sorry, apple pie baked beans, macaroni and cheese, anything anything you can think of, they can make it and they can serve it in a professional manner along with our barbecue. So we are really, really looking forward to this partnership. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Owl's Nest Barbecue is the standard of barbecue, and Romaine on the Go Catering is the gold standard of service. Now, you don't have to settle for less, as Owl's Nest Barbecue and Romaine on the Go are now working together to bring you the best barbecue option in the area. Texas-style brisket and the best Tennessee pulled pork with a side of macaroni and cheese. Prime rib, you got it, with apple pie, baked beans, even street tacos with a side of banana pudding. And yes, even hot dogs. Call 423-593-6588 or email info@romaineonthego.com. Get connected with some of the great barbecue and great sides from Owl's Nest Barbecue and Romaine on the Go.
We're hoping for a big push at tailgate parties for football. We're going to have a package for you where we have barbecue and 2 or 3 sides that you can come by and, we can drop it off, or you can come by the gas station. Like when we sell chicken wings, when Pete and I do wings every year before kickoff of the Tennessee or the Alabama game, we'll have sides now that you can pick up too.
I was watching an Alabama game. I mean, come on, man.
It's like watching a Georgia game. It's brutal. Like watching paint dry.
Easy.
Hey, don't forget at the end of the show, we're going to have some great food pictures from Steve Davidson. He has been tearing it up on the grill, and I don't think any of our friends can cook more than Steve does on weekends.
Oh yeah, I'm always seeing Steve on there.
He's always got something on the poll this tonight. Are you afraid of lightning strikes? 75% of you polling say yes. 25% say no.
I just said no because I'm mad at it. That's all.
I say no. And when it does lightning, I will go down to the basement and pick up my 1-iron, because as Lee Trevino said, even God can't hit a 1-iron. So
Lee Trevino is one of the best golfers of all time, just with his humor and his personality on the course.
a lot of people don't realize he won 5 majors.
Oh yeah, Trevino is an amazing golfer.
The only major he didn't win was the Masters, and he did not like playing there because he felt discriminated against. That's another story for another day. Don't forget, come by Al's Nest Barbecue Supply. We've got the full stock of Smoking Brothers grills, Pit Barrel grills. Cameron's got the Pit Barrel grill and the Badger grill, both of them. Cameron,
Phenomenal.
testify, buddy.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I just did. I should have posted it. I didn't post the pictures. That's my bad. It's shame on me. I did that pork loin in the Pit Barrel, and it came out just so perfection. I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, there's something about that radiant heat energy that thing produces that just cooks so evenly and just creates this great smoky flavor. Love everything about it.
I'll bet that pork loin tasted great, because that pork loin and the pork tenderloin take on flavor.
Yeah.
Only thing on a pig that takes on more flavor is the pork belly.
Yeah. I liked the Lanes 50/50 on the outside, but I think I want to try the Grilling Addiction for the next one.
And when you slice that, it was a nice in the middle. It's nice and juicy.
Yes, and it was gorgeous.
And is there another meat better for sandwiches than a pork loin?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Steve. Like, I'm not the sandwich guy to ask, because like I eat more like just plain ham sandwiches than any adult probably should, just because I grew up on them and I love a ham sandwich.
Yeah. But the way that you slice that stuff, and it's the perfect size, two little pieces go on the bread, or a biscuit of pork.
Now, I'll be honest with you, if I had one of those big like industrial slicers and could get that thing really thin, man, that'd probably give ham a run for its money.
Yeah. Donnie Hall says he loves the PBC. Hardly uses pellet grills anymore. Donnie Hall coming off a fantastic second place finish in the Great All-American Hot Dog Eating Contest on July 4th at Al's Nest Barbecue Supply.
Donnie, you had a
coming
bunch
in second.
You had a bunch of. I was watching the comments on that one. People were raving for Donnie.
Absolutely. 4 hot dogs in 3 minutes. That's pretty good. And if you sit there and say, "Oh, I could do that," no, you can't. No, you can't. Try it. Try eating more than 2 hot dogs in 3 minutes.
3 minutes is not as long as you think, especially when you're in a competition. Like, it moves fast.
Exactly. But congratulations to you, Donnie. Plus, you won $150.
Yeah.
Just for eating hot dogs.
I'd eat 4 hot dogs for $150.
And free hot dogs too. All the hot dogs you could eat in 3 minutes. Let's get down to the I think the big news coming off of what you had to go through Saturday at the Food Truck Festival. The big news coming out is it's been rescheduled.
Yeah, that's right. So the city of Chattanooga and Parks and Recreation were very, very kind to go ahead and get us a second date as quickly as possible. And they were just as distraught as we were, because it was becoming a very, very attended event. We already had well over probably 2,000 people on the field. I mean, there was a bunch of people out there, and that was going through rain twice, and the lightning and tents getting blown around and stuff like that. People were still out there. People were standing in the rain to get to these food trucks. So City and Parks said, "Hey, we're going to take care of you. We're going to comp it. You just here's the date. Can you make it happen?" And we said yes. So August 29th from 11 to 7, same place, Tennessee River Park. And it's going to be even bigger and even better, because as Sarah and I were going through the startup of the festival, there were several things that we were like, man, you know what we wish we should have done? Well, now we get to do those things, and it's going to be even better.
And just walk us through what if you're new to the show, or if you're new to Chattanooga, you're watching from other areas. Last Saturday there was a food truck festival put on by Cameron and one of his co-coordinators, Sarah. What's Sarah's last name?
Yeah, Sarah Turney. She's
Sarah
a
Turney,
chef. She's a James Beard awarded chef, and she owns Herthara Culinary. She's the actual brains behind the operation. Like, she's done festivals. She's done like major festivals, like 100,000 people kind of festivals. And she moved back home to Chickamauga to be with her family and stuff like that, and then started her own division of doing that. So she's the brains behind the operation, and we partnered up because, our interests are aligned there. I have a platform to tell people about it, and she has the ability to put on an amazing festival.
And it was all going swimming.
Going great. Right
until
it wasn't.
It was great until it wasn't.
So, right at 11 o'clock, people started flooding in. I mean, I'm still going around talking to a few trucks, making sure they're ready. I look over my shoulder, and suddenly there are hundreds of people like already on the field in a matter of minutes. And we probably made it 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes before the first rainstorm kicked up. And the first one was a pretty good downpour. It kicked up some winds pretty high. And so a lot of folks were holding tents down, stuff like that. And then it cleared out, and we thought we were okay. But unfortunately, it was probably another 20 minutes, a bigger storm with even more water dumped. And the worst part was lightning. We had a lot of lightning come right over the field. Lightning actually struck the park a little bit further down from where we were. And that's when we started, understanding that there are some decisions that have to be made. And it wasn't just us making them. At that point, some officials from City of Chattanooga and from Parks all kind of converged on our command tent that we had, where we all, needed to talk.
What was that conversation like, Cameron? Were there any, we got to do it? No, let's wait it out. Was there any back and forth, or what was that conversation like?
So I wasn't a part of that conversation, because while that was going on, I was on the phone with the National Weather Service event desk. So they have an event desk that, you can basically tell them where you are and what your event circumstances are, and they can give you a very, very, very detailed, look at what your next several hours are going to look like and stuff like that. So I spoke with them, and the determination they had was, you've got a lot of lightning carrying weather headed your direction, and it's going to be intermittent, but it's coming over the next 2 hours. And so then it becomes the question of, do we wait and see? Which, if we do wait and see, and this lightning storm does hit us, there are going to be thousands of people at risk, because we're out in a big open field. Or do we take this break in the weather to go ahead and call it in the interest of safety? And so basically our staff made the decision at the same time as Parks and Chattanooga that it's going to be best to reschedule this thing to keep everyone safe. The thing that sucks is that the storm missed us. I think it swung north or something like that. And then the sun came out. So then, of course, you get all the, should we have waited? There's no way to make that determination. You work with the information that you have and the information that you're given from the professionals. And the professionals told us, you're in danger. So we weren't going to take that lightly, and we weren't going to take any chances.
Yeah, but Cameron, it got worse that afternoon, though. It turned south.
Yeah,
absolutely. It was not a pretty afternoon. It was rainy, spot rain and thunder and lightning. What a lot of people don't realize, and I did see somebody mention this on one of your posts, those food trucks are little bombs. Yeah, because they've all got one or two of those big propane tanks on.
Yeah,
and if they get hit, that is kaboom. That is a major problem.
It's not like, just being in the park, and lightning striking. I mean, you talk about not only just that aspect of it, you talk about upwards of 4, 5, 10,000 people all in one space, and something like that happens. Now everyone is in a mad dash, and you have bedlam on your hands. I mean, it is just mayhem, so we all know that it was the right decision to just go ahead and, it's better to take some losses and to reconvene, but for everybody to go home that night.
Well, kudos to the park people for giving y'all a free date and wanting to make this happen as bad as you, Sarah, and your team want it to happen.
Yeah, the entire community has stepped up in helping us fund this thing and make sure that it happens, and it happens in a big way. Chat State has partnered with us in a bigger way to help with traffic flow and things like that. They've offered more parking because they were watching as things were going too. And, we had 3 lots right there next to the park, and Chat State was letting us know, hey, you probably need more than that.
Yeah.
So it was getting very, very wild, very fast.
Well, it's good that you had everybody working together, and nothing wrong with a test run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can use this as a test run.
Well, yeah,
like you said, we'll do other things bigger and better.
Yeah, we learned a few things. We learned a few things in our load in that we want to do a little better to make things a little bit easier. Learned a few things on the giveaway side in the Dad Bod Go app. I'm going to be able to make things a little bit easier in that process as well, because that was another thing that just, man, it melted my heart so much to see in the first 45 minutes dozens of entries coming through. In about 45 minutes, we had 50 entries of pictures of people using the app, scanning them, taking pictures. And then, I could literally see people hustling, let's run over here and get a drink, and then we can go over there and get a snack, going and trying as many of these places as they could afford to get to, which that's awesome.
And talking about pictures, you did go ahead and give away the $500 bonus prize.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Owl's Nest Barbecue. And the winner is?
The winner is Julian Harris. And
Julian, way to go.
Yeah. And he's coming on Thursday to grab that, and we're going to meet him there. And
at 3:30.
Really cool.
And we might live stream that presentation even.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Because we can do stuff like that. And but good for Julian. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and he was super excited too. He emailed me in response when I let him know that he had won, and it happened yesterday. Happened to be his 24th birthday as well. So it was a really happy birthday for him. So glad to make somebody's day, and we're going to do it bigger. We're going to do it better. We're going to do it again August 29th.
I can't wait. Like myself and my daughter, my friend Carl Sodergren and his daughter, we were all heading that way. So we were bringing 4 people. Now, just imagine if everybody in earshot is bringing 3 more people.
Oh yeah,
that would have been packed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it was already, and that, like, there were some things that we had kind of go awry on us as well. Print materials that we had got delayed in transit, so we had to kind of makeshift some of our print materials. Luckily, Coca-Cola stepped up and gave us some banners through their printing process that they have like in-house. So that helped. Good. But again, this is now an opportunity. We're going to take a bad situation and turn it into an opportunity to really make this thing great. It gives us, we've got 6 weeks now to make it so much better than it was already going to be.
I called my friend David Roberts, Coal Fire Barbecue, who was a participant in it. And he's coming back too, by the way.
Yeah.
He a great guy, great family. And I got a hold of him, and he said it just got canceled, Stephen. I mean, I was in the Jeep on the way to the Food City on Highway 153 to pick up Emma, and we were heading over to Amnicola, and he said it just got called off.
Yeah.
And Carl was already there. When I texted Carl, I said it's called off. He goes, I know, I'm here. And
they were turning people away, at the parking lots because, we didn't want people coming in also as we were evacuating tent booths and stuff like that. So,
well, no doubt it was the right call. And no doubt today is Tuesday. The event was Saturday. What, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The event was this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And today is Tuesday, and you've already got the next date set. That's pretty good.
Look, we
that's pretty good.
Look, we've done some things in the last in just 72 hours after the event. We've got the date scheduled. We've got primary logistics and support handled, like parking and security. And that's one of the things that I want to give Chat State a big shout out for, is they're giving us an increased security presence of Chat State Police. So they're going to be there to help. They're going to be directing traffic and be part of the emergency response team that we have, stuff like that. We've already secured tons of stuff that we needed to be able to secure to make this whole thing ready. I mean, at this point right now, we're kind of going through there are some logistical headaches, like all of the food trucks have to have COIs that are specific to the date. And that was a big process. I mean, when you've got 50, I think we had 56 food vendors that had to have COIs. And, now they got to go through that whole process again. We've also got to replace some food vendors and some merchandise vendors that already had obligations on that date. We're probably, I'd say right now, we're already 75, maybe 80% full. And I posted this morning, that we had some openings, and I talked to Sarah about an hour ago, and she said, Cameron, my email is just flooded, just absolutely flooded. So we'll be a full house again.
You'll have some that leave, but you'll have some to come in. You'll be neutral. I mean, it'll be a neutral net gain.
Yeah.
Because you'll fill those places up.
Oh
because
yeah.
When they find out that there were, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people there before the rain.
Yeah.
I mean, 2,000 or 3,000 people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You were at the barbecue brawl. We had 2,500 people there, and everybody sold out.
Yeah.
And everybody had a line, and everybody's having a good time.
First, probably 30 minutes of opening the doors, so to speak.
Well, Cameron, it's great that you guys are putting that together, and you know what, and I'm not throwing shade on downtown at all. But usually things like this always happen downtown.
Yeah.
It's always downtown. And you know what? That's great. But sometimes we don't want to go downtown.
Yeah.
Sometimes we want to go to Amnicola Highway.
Which
is a little closer.
I'll say this, that portion of the park. So I've been here for 2 years now. Granted, my job, I worked so much in my job that I didn't get to explore a whole lot, outside of what exploring I did while I was working. So having spent a bunch of time at this portion of the river park, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's great.
Mean, this gigantic field, it's where they do J-Fest, right? A short walk. You've got a playground over there, which also I want to point out for the kids, bring them. Our kids area is insane. We've got the trampolines, where they hook them up to bungees and stuff, and they can jump super high. We had obstacle courses. I think there was like maybe 10 bouncy houses. I mean, the kids area was a sight to behold in its own respect. But you've got all of these elements, and you're right there on the river. So the thought is you grab your food from any of these amazing places, and you can literally go and sit next to the river and enjoy a meal, and then enjoy music. We've got live music, and then repeat. I mean, it's something you can literally stay at for hours and stay entertained.
Well, can't wait for the 29th. We'll be there, or we'll be there, try to be there again, I guarantee you. And hopefully this time it'll surely, there's no way you get hit 2 days. And of course, anytime you do an outdoor event, you run that risk. It's a promoter's nightmare.
It is.
You start watching weather trends 30 days out. Even the little ones I've done at Cambridge Square, we got hit one year with a semi-tornado, and it was just devastating.
Yeah.
But you can't do anything about it.
I've already been checking historical, what does the last week of August look like in history in Chattanooga? Luckily, they're saying it's pretty dry, because it actually is kind of towards, a couple of weeks into the beginning of the dry season in Chattanooga. So still going to be hot, though. It's going to be really hot. What
did it do on August 29, 1933? Okay. Well, it's a pretty nice day then. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good day.
That was a good day. Maybe we'll have another one. David Roberts joining us from Coal Fire Barbecue. David, welcome. And I'm glad to hear that you'll be going back to the Food Truck Festival on the 29th. For all you barbecue fans of food trucks, David Roberts has got to be one of the best in the city. A true professional, and he knows what he's doing. Plus, he's got good food too. So good for you, David Roberts. Glad you're going back, because you're where I'm going. I'm going right to you. When I get there, I'm going to David Roberts, and I expect the meal to be comped. I won't expect to be pay for it. I expect you to give it to me because we're buddies. And if my friend wants some, I expect you to give it to her. And that's why I do business. That's just what I do business. Let's see. Ken Mitchell says it's a great event again. Says get after it, Steve and Cameron. That's Cameron's event, not my event. That's Cameron's. I could not put on anything like that, Ken.
Well, yeah, but you're a sponsor. You're sponsoring the giveaway again. I mean, and again, thank you, Steve. I mean, and guys, just for those of you listening, I do want to say, like, I've thought about this for the last 2 days, and I'm like, I really, really want to do another giveaway. I hate asking, for sponsorships and stuff like that again. Steve immediately tonight was like, yeah, we're doing it again. Like, you're not even asking the question. Like, yeah,
let's do another one.
I mean, that's awesome. And Steve, thank you so much for that. I mean, you're
Julian Harris, when he starts posting pictures of his Badger barrel, people will be swarming the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply Store going, I want one of those Badger barrels
and he's getting everything
that Julian Harris has.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, yeah, he's going to fall in love with that Badger barrel.
Oh, he will. Anything in a barrel tastes great. That's good. Bad luck streak in dancing school, but hope springs eternal. So August 29th, it's going to be nice. Yep. I will it to be nice.
We're going to all
David Roberts is going to hook me up.
Pray it out. It's going to be a good one.
We're eating free, baby. We're eating free August 29th at the David Roberts Coal Fire Barbecue thingamajig there.
David is actively trying to sabotage this Facebook feed right now, so that everybody doesn't think he's giving away free food.
All right, let's go over. Let's see. We're going to go over Cameron's weekend.
It's time for the Dad Bod Restaurant Review. Did Cam eat at your place? Let's find out with Cameron Parker.
All right, on the poll question, are you afraid of lightning strikes? It's still 75% of you say yes, and 25% of you say no. David Roberts, I want you to chime in. Ken Mitchell, Billy Holland, please put in your votes. Are you afraid or are you not afraid? And David says not trying yet. Let's get with Cameron. Your videos were, most of them were, and for obvious reasons, we're pumping the festival.
I got to give all the information, the parking, all the things.
Hey, Carl, have a seat over there, Carl. Carl Sodergren just walked in the house.
What's up, Carl?
Yeah, hang on just a second.
Cameron, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing well.
Let's see here if we can get Carl here real quick.
No, I just want to be in the live studio audience.
Now, hang on just a second. Hold on just a second. Don't be so noisy. All you people are noisy.
I'm keeping it under wraps right now, but me and Carl got a special little series we're putting together.
There you go. Carl, you can put those headphones on and speak into that microphone. You'll be just like Pete. Right. You're bald too, so it doesn't have to change the lighting. How about that? Cameron, and Carl, I'm sure you have reviewed all of Cameron's videos from the week. That was your assignment. First one you did, I thought, for me, this was very interesting. It was the health scores of the restaurants.
Yeah.
Do past scores matter to you in your quest for a good restaurant?
Yeah, I think that's such an important topic to talk about because, we all know that there's a lot of things that can play into those health scores. Some violations obviously way more serious than others. But I guess kind of the question that I wanted to hear from people is, what's the statute of limitations there? Like, how long are you holding it against that restaurant? Because, look, I'm a firm believer that we are human beings and we make mistakes. If there is one person who's infallible here, show them to me. I would love to see it because it doesn't exist, And the reality is, if you decided that you would never eat at a restaurant that has ever had a bad score, just eat at home. because they've all had a bad score at some point.
You know, when they do those inspections, and they do a great job. Don't give me Rob and the staff at the Hamilton County Health Department do a great job. It is a snapshot, and it not only can it be a 1 day snapshot, it can be a 1 hour snapshot.
Oh, it's a snapshot in like an hour for sure.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
The only thing that I hold against restaurants is when you read like say they got a 70. And the first thing on there is nobody there knew anything about the food prep rules, how hot to hold food, anything like that. That means that means there's no management there.
Yeah.
And somebody there always should know what's going on, because they give you a piece of paper that tells you what everything should be held to. And like in my little hot dog stand, I've got it on the refrigerator that if I have any questions, boom, it's right there.
Yeah.
Or if she asks me when I'm there, I look at it and go, hot dogs, 165, right there. It's right there.
How
And, you know, that
frequently
is
are
part of-
restaurants? Excuse me.
What's
How,
that?
how frequently are restaurants checked?
Twice a year.
Twice a year. Yeah.
Yeah, twice a
And typically, and you don't know they're coming. Now, what you can do is after you get a score, you can request a second visit, right? You know, that happens a lot of time. And they give you the opportunity to correct the things that are wrong. You don't have to necessarily live with that one, but that's why I wanted to find out is, okay, let's say a restaurant's made aware of these issues. How long are we holding that against them? The other thing about that is such a difficult balancing act, because health and safety in terms of food is incredibly important. And the management it's their responsibility to make sure that that's adhered to. But at the same time, it's also the responsibility of the people actually handling the food. And that can be so difficult to find people who care enough and don't see it as just a job. That's the hard part, is like it goes all the way down, and it's a balancing act. And I can tell you this, it's hard. It's very hard.
It's in a simple thing like, get them to put on their gloves.
Yeah.
When you handle food, put your gloves on. You don't handle food without gloves. And, and sometimes you get somebody who works there or helps you that they don't, they can't get that through their thick skull that you got to put on gloves.
Yeah. And the reality is,
why do you think
the manager is in the back room handling a logistical error or something like that, and an inspector walks in and you've got one of those guys that just doesn't care or is new. See, that's another thing too. They don't take into consideration new people. It could be that person's first day and they make a whole bunch of mistakes and boom, terrible health score.
Well, that was a very interesting self-discussion you had on your morning walk.
Yeah.
Which
I
cracks me up.
reading all the comments.
I can't imagine having that much forethought on my morning walk. Number one, I don't do a morning
I was
walk.
about to say, I didn't think you can imagine going for a walk.
And number two, I'm not that deep of a person.
I can
have
walk.
a conversation with my phone going down the
I
street.
love my morning walks. It's when I
know you do.
get introspective. I try to walk 2 miles every morning, and it's I love my walks.
Well, I know they're great. They're great. The food park video was good. Shutdown video when you were telling everybody the thought process, I thought was really good. Really thought up. I tell you, Cameron, you did a great job. If anybody wanted to know, Carl, and I told him that I texted you, said don't go, and you said you were already there.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, but you did a great job of explaining to people the thought process and what was going on behind the scenes as to why y'all had to shut down. And if anybody is interested, a guy like me, thunder lightning, they shut it down. I get it. But you want the extra step.
Well, yeah. And it's also a matter of making it make sense to our vendors. A lot of the vendors didn't understand. Can we wait it out? Because they're looking at losses, and we tried to be sympathetic to that as well. And that's why we gave them so many, perks for future events and stuff like that to try to help, because we get it.
I'm jumping around just a little bit.
Yeah.
The Leo DiCaprio video was hilarious.
Did you like that one?
I loved it.
I liked that one too. I think I'm going to make that like one of my official ads for the app. And I actually got challenged to do more movie scenes, so I've got a few in the works right now.
Well, that was very clever. I'm just going to tell you, and it's worth going on TikTok, looking up Cameron Parker, and finding that Leo DiCaprio. Because
I'm going to be posting it again probably tomorrow.
Because when you tell him wait, he says I'm leaving. You go wait, and he comes running back. I mean, you think that? I mean, you think how did he get in that movie? Did you do that with AI?
No. I just
spliced it together.
I found the clip and edited it. And look, I can't take full credit for that. I saw a couple of similar videos and I adapted it to my needs there, just to try to do something fun and interesting. And the hardest part is only recording one side of the conversation, and I'm doing this in my driveway, and so I've got to remember all the things, and I've got to try to react to his reactions, what little I wanted to. I wanted it to be kind of just downplayed, but
and you edit all that on your telephone.
Oh yeah. I only film on my phone and edit on my phone. That's
Unbelievable.
Now he's an actor.
I mean, you got to be to some level.
And he was a guy in a truck. Then he was a guy in a truck that ate at Elders, or not Elders, but where's that place in your first one? What's the name of that place in the valley? What was it?
Yeah.
Odell's. He's eating at Odell's and he goes, "Hey, I'll do a video." and then boom,
Oh, and then I was like, you know what? I'll be a festival director too.
Yeah,
let's do that. That should be fun.
Next thing you'll know, he'll be running for Senate. I just hope you know that Tennessee does not have a payroll tax. That was funny. Politically, that was the funniest thing this week. We won't go into that. The catfish video, when you're doing your walk along the Tennessee River and you came upon the famous catfish sign.
Look, I've fished in a lot of bodies of water, and I get that there are pollutants in all bodies of water, but I had never seen a sign, especially with that level of severity, where I was like, all right, I need somebody to fill me in here as somebody who's only been here for 2 years. Like, what's up?
And your point was, what's wrong with what about the rest of the fish?
Yeah, because it only talks about the catfish. I'm like, well, there's a lot of fish in that river, and I see a lot of people out there fishing. And I get it. If you're catching and releasing, which I saw a lot of people are doing, like, yeah, that's great. That's the sport of it. I enjoy doing that. But I enjoy catching fish and eating fish too. I will not, however, be doing it in the Tennessee River. So
I wouldn't get in that water, much less eat anything that came out of that water.
And there's that beach over by Chickamauga Dam that people swim in and stuff. And I'm just like, wait, I don't know about this. I don't think that's safe. I don't. Gosh, I've been swimming in that thing so long.
I get in the lake all the time.
Yeah, but you're not really in the lake. You're on a creek, or what is that thing?
The Savannah Bay.
Savannah Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I go out to the main channel.
Do you?
Yeah, but mainly I stay in Wooltever, Savannah Bay area. One of these days, I'm going to get Cameron out.
Yeah.
You want to take him to breakfast?
That's going to be some good times.
Well, that's a story.
That's a good story.
If we could count on the fish we caught, I wouldn't be opposed to catching a fish and making some sushi right there on the boat.
Go ahead. What do you want me to say at your funeral?
I'll grow a third arm, apparently.
What do you want me to grow at your funeral?
Yeah.
He was a really dumb guy.
Yeah.
Redneck poke.
Yeah. 300 people told him in his video that it's not safe.
Yeah, he was a really dumb guy. Mariah, what are you doing after the funeral?
Want to go to breakfast?
Want to go to breakfast? Carl's boat? Let's see. The only review you had this week, and I understand. Yeah. I love your reviews, and I understand why you couldn't do a bunch of it. And you may have some in the can too. The white duck tacos. A pork belly taco sounds absolutely just sublime to me.
Yeah.
Tell me about that taco.
It would have been better with the flour tortilla. I think, and it was a little on the tough side, but the flavor was fantastic. I think the general consensus with white duck is that it's good. People are not sure if it's $22 good for 3 tacos.
Why do people always complain about the price of food?
I
I saw those tacos.
Deals.
I mean,
It's like to me, it's like, guys, the price is the price. You go eat something different. If you don't want to, like, no one is telling you have to spend money there. That's their price. And if that's what they need to cover their overhead, then so be it. But I think it's worth trying once to decide if it's worth it to you, because it's like, I've seen people say, there's no burger worth that. There's no taco worth that. Well, anything is worth what someone's willing to pay for it. So,
and apparently there's a lot of people willing to pay for it because it's doing pretty good.
Absolutely.
That restaurant.
Out of all the incredibly inexpensive food that I had in Japan, I had a steak that was $300 US for about a 10-ounce steak. Mm-hmm. And I paid that happily because it was Kobe beef, A5 Wagyu in Kobe. So some things are more valuable than others.
Some things are just worth it.
Some things are
worth it to you. The steak and cheese taco.
Yeah, it was
That's
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I liked the concept. Couldn't taste the steak, but other than that.
Chopped up steak in a sack, steak in a taco. Because it's not rare, it's always well done, because that's the only way you can get it. I steer away from them because
have you had the steak in a sack from Anchors?
No, I always get turkey on light smoked cheddar and mayonnaise at Anchors.
You need to try the steak in a sack.
I'm not a big steak.
I did a whole video about that's a Big Boy Hot Pocket, and it is delicious.
Big Boy,
it's so good.
I'm just not a steak in a sack fan. And what is Korean?
It was
bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
What is that?
Bulgogi is a sauce and a seasoning flavor profile, and so it's beef with this sauce. And I love bulgogi. It's like one of my favorite Korean dishes. And what struck me about that one, and part of what actually raised their score significantly, was the fact that I don't like kimchi, and there was kimchi on that, and I was going to just try it the way that it comes anyway. And I actually liked theirs. I don't know what they did different or how it was, but it was really good. And so actually that buffed their score quite a bit.
Well, they got an 8.6 out of 10 on those 3 tacos. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, they're good. They're creative, and they're interesting, and you've got a lot of variety. So to me, it was worth, a mid-8.
When you go to Taco Bell and you get a taco and you eat it, it's like the greatest thing in the world.
I do,
especially if you're hungry. When you grab that thing and you crunch at first, and that wet meat, that nasty old pretend meat that they've got in there, it's like when you bite into a double cheese crystal. It's just like, there's no better feeling than this. It's just great. Perry Collins says he totally agrees with you, Cameron, on the steak in a sack at Anchors.
I'm telling you, delish.
I'm the third one on that.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah,
I've never had it.
We used to go to Anchors quite a bit.
We did, but I never remember. I always got a turkey and
that steak in a sack.
The
Big Boy Hot Pocket became a whole thing online after I talked about it. Yeah, it's so good.
I've had steak in a sack before. I had it at Alibaba's in Knoxville a lot when we lived there. It's good. I mean, it's legit. It's legit. Make sure they got to put a lot of onions in it for me. I don't like onions. They got to be cooked, and I'll eat the heck out of them.
They can do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Anchors they'll do anything for you. But that's basically the synopsis. You had some out of town reviews, but I don't go over those because
nobody cares about the out of town ones
because nobody can go there, Cameron. So why talk about it?
One of these days, though, it's going to become the travel deal, and we'll put some hole in the wall destinations on the map.
Let's see. Perry says. Perry just goes on and on. He must really like these things. With hot sauce and steak sauce in the steak in the sack. How do you like your fries, Perry? Sweet tea or regular tea?
How sweet?
You like that big cookie at the end, too? Like those big cookies up on the counter?
Be nice to Perry.
Well, I've definitely got.
I love Perry. Perry knows I love him.
Perry, I got your back over here, buddy.
Perry is my Perry.
Well, I've definitely got more reviews coming out this week. I've got several already that just need to be edited and gone through the process. But had to deal with a whole bunch of business stuff, so that kind of
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
a little bit of a backseat. But back on it, I actually just posted right as we went live a review of Oui Boulangerie, which is a French bakery in downtown Chattanooga that just had their grand opening today. That was
Ooh.
phenomenal. Croissant that just melted me. I'll go ahead and give you the spoiler alert. I gave it a 10. It's a dang good croissant. And
As good as the one at Cheddar's?
huh?
As good as the ones at Cheddar's? Those croissants they bring to you with the
but to me better because this is like a real croissant. Like, those are
Cameron, have you had that croissant at Cheddar's?
I've had them.
Oh
at
my
Cheddar's.
God. I mean,
They're
how can you throw shade at that? A real
I'm not
croissant.
throwing shade. I'm
That-
just saying there's a difference between good at Cheddar's and good at a French bakery with a French chef. I'm just saying.
French waitress?
I don't know.
Take
if
her
she was
breakfast.
French, but I know the chef and
French
the
maid.
owner.
Crank the boat up, Carl. Crank
I
the boat
know
up.
Johan is
We're-
French.
We're gonna crank the boat up. But good job on the festival. Can't control the weather, Cameron. I think it would have been huge. I mean, huge. I was so anxious to get out there and go to hang out with David and his family, and see all the other my buddy Bird Brassey was out there. I talked to Brandon today, and he was bummed out that it got rained out. But what do you do?
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
You
And,
can't
well, and
control
at
the
the
weather.
end of the day, you can never prioritize profits over safety.
Yeah.
And it is,
Too early to talk about upcoming events.
Not yeah, a little
Okay,
too early.
okay.
We've still got some others coming that we haven't like officially publicly announced yet.
We'll put
but
that
we
in
do
the
have
lunch bag.
some cool stuff coming.
But watch Cameron's Facebook page and TikTok page for events coming in maybe October, maybe.
Yeah.
And that'll be very exciting and be very close to us. And that's always exciting. And we love that. We love when they do stuff like that. Do you plan your week or do you just kind of sneak up on restaurants?
Now I get the privilege of kind of doing some planning, which is something I never got to do when I was working and doing this. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a plan. Tomorrow I'm going to check out this chef. I've been trying to hunt him down for a while. He opens up one day a week his food truck at Kitchen Incubator. It's called The Bistro. Cornelius Lathan, and he is a phenomenal chef from what I've heard. Wednesdays have been tough for me the last couple of weeks, so I've been trying to catch up with him, but I'm going tomorrow to try his out. And he does a lot of private chefing and catering for events and stuff like that. So checking him out. I've got a couple other places in the hopper that I want to check out around town this week. So definitely going to be getting back out there and putting a bunch of reviews on the board.
Well, good. I can't wait. Try to go by that bakery in Cambridge Corner. I'm anxious to.
Yeah. May see if
Good
I can
fun.
swing over there. We've got some friends coming in from out of town, from South Carolina, coming up for the weekend for a softball tournament. So we'll probably take them around to some of the better spots that we've been to around town.
Have you been to the Baby Huey since it opened, the restaurant part?
No, not yet. He's high up on the list to go see.
Yeah, we went by the other
Burger.
night. It was closed. I think it was Monday. I mean, he may be closed on Mondays or something like that.
Yeah.
But we were going to try to swing
I'm
in
not
there.
sure.
And
I definitely
stuff.
have to try his burger now that I know that the bun used at Tallow House is from his bakery at Lillian's. So
I didn't know that.
Now it's got my attention for sure.
Has Tallow House cooled down any? Do you know,
No.
or is it? It hasn't.
From what I've
Mhm.
seen, it's still slammed every day. It's
Unbelievable.
crazy. It's that. It's
Have you seen
that
those
good of a
lines,
burger.
Carl? The one in Cleveland.
I have, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you try to go?
I've not been yet. We need a road trip.
Oh man, that's we do.
Long way.
I don't.
Well, yeah,
I don't
but I
think
mean-
I don't think it's still an hour and a half, but you're going to stand in line for a little bit. I mean, it's a small space,
Mhm.
and
But-
a lot of people.
But Cameron said it's a 10. I mean,
Yeah.
as soon as you
It's-
hit as soon as it hit your taste buds, it's
It's the
like,
best
wow.
burger. I'll put it this way: it's my favorite burger. Period. At this
Yeah.
point.
Now you
Yeah.
did one up in Guild, Tennessee on a burger recently, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a repost. I did that one back in November, but I have to remember too. A lot of times, like I didn't start posting to Facebook until like February, So a lot, like all the reviews I did leading up to that, most of them were only the TikTok audience, which is a younger audience and a different demographic. So, I'm
That
trying
explains
to
why I
also,
don't know what TikTok is.
and I'm trying to migrate a lot of that content into the Facebook
Okay.
scene as well, because Facebook has blown up. I mean, I just crossed 50,000 followers this week. So that's pretty outstanding.
That's pretty good. Have you ever thought about doing a fine dining review?
I have, I attempted one, but that review will stay buried for now until I go back and
Oh.
try again.
I remember that.
But
yeah.
but yeah, no, that's the whole thing though, is I haven't done a lot of fine dining myself, which may
Mhm.
make it more fun to review it, just, as the average Jim Bob,
Well, really, and like you, I have not done a lot of fine dining myself, and you almost hate to, because you really don't have anything to compare it to. I've been to Ruth Chris one time.
I wouldn't call that fine dining.
You wouldn't?
No, that's too
Just
commercial.
expensive dining? Because
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was.
And
I didn't
look,
think it was fine dining
look,
either.
I've been to 2 Ruth's Chris and was not happy with the steak either time.
I thought it was expensive dining.
For me, like if I'm going to go to fine dining, I don't want to go to I don't want to go to a chain at all. Like fine dining for me is going to be a privately owned fine dining establishment.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of those around.
No, there's not. But the ones that are there, they're that for a reason.
St.
You
John's.
find a lot of them like in New York and LA and those cities. Not a ton of them. I don't think we have a ton of them in Chattanooga.
Oh, I bet we've got 7 or 8 locally owned.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Brent says the Knot Hole is a good fine dining spot.
The Knot Hole. The Knot Hole at Alsna's Barbecue. That's about as far from fine dining. when the table is right outside the kitchen door. and that's the best seat in the house.
You don't
Somehow
consider it
people pull a
fine
stool
dining
off
that
the
I
table.
can. You don't consider it fine dining that I can get an oil change at the same place as I get my meal.
What makes it fine? Free hot dogs with every tire purchase. Now you get your
Hey, there you go.
tires. You get your tires from 11 till 2. You're eating free, by God. I'm telling you, you're eating free.
It's awesome.
Fine dining at the Knot Hole. Brent, I'm glad you're always cheering for me, Brent, and I appreciate that very much. Or the chef's table. That's right. That's when I let you in the kitchen.
Yeah, I usually just walk right into the kitchen.
The chef's table. We've had some pretty good conversations in the kitchen while we were slinging dogs, and the friends help serve them when busy. I know. I said, look how busy one time I sent Perry up to the store for coleslaw. So I said, you finished that hot dog? Yeah. Run up to Food City and grab me some coleslaw. I'm just about out.
That's awesome.
I once closed a business deal, real estate deal in your coffee shop.
In the coffee
Back-
shop,
back
that was
before-
back in the day.
Right before it was the kitchen.
That was the lottery room. That was after it was a lottery room. Remember, first
Yeah,
it was
I
a
never
lottery
remember the
room.
lottery room.
Then it was a coffee
Yeah.
shop. Now
Is
it's
that
now
back
it's the
when
hot
you were
dog.
serving brisket biscuits that I've missed out on apparently, and we'll never get?
No,
to
I never
try?
did I never did brisket biscuits. I did breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos.
Oh,
And man, those things were
man.
good.
Yeah,
Those things were
I
real
need you
good.
to bring the breakfast back, Steve.
Well, nobody bought them. I kept throwing them out. Nobody
You don't
bought
want
them.
to do that.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, nobody bought them.
Well, if
I'll
it's
come over
that
about
good,
that.
I'll come tell a few folks about it, and we'll see if people want to come.
Carl
eat
could bring a date by in the morning. On the way home, I hope. All right, that's enough of that. That's crazy talk. Let's get out of here. Cameron, thank you so much. Carl, great seeing you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
need to lock my door. I downstairs. I'm telling. I think Carl and a raccoon came in. So,
I just let myself in.
all right, we'll be back next Tuesday right here. Pete will be back joining us, and Carl will probably be sitting over there in the corner. So we appreciate Carl coming by. Cameron, always, I appreciate seeing you.
Good to see
Come
you.
by and see us at Alsna's Barbecue Supply, the best barbecue supply store in the Ooltewah area. And tomorrow is National Hot Dog Day. We will be serving hot dogs from 11 till 2. We're going to have the the national anthem at 11 with American flags everywhere. So if you want to be a part of that, come see us. And Thursday at 3:30, if you want to come by, our very special guest, Julian Harris, who won the Badger Barrel, is coming by. And Cameron and I will be there to present Julian with the coveted food truck festival Badger Barrel.
And, if we could get a couple of our experienced barbecue guys in there to meet with us, Julian's a young guy. I don't know, if he's got a whole lot of experience with barbecuing, I'm sure we could give him a whole bunch of tips and get him started on the right foot.
But wait, I spoke too soon. Here we go. Steve Davidson cooking like a madman.
Wow.
Look at that, but look at that bologna chub. Now, I don't know how many of you have done a bologna chub, but that one is strikingly beautiful. Now, granted, they're not hard to do, but to make them look that good, and check this out.
Oh, wow.
Does that not
that-
scream,
that
eat me
looks
with a
nice.
tomato and mayonnaise between two pieces of white bread? That is beautiful. And he was cooking on his Kamado, the little Kamado Joe right there. He did some hamburgers on that Kamado. Look at those big old slabs.
Mm-hmm.
Those are big old burgers. I think he got those at Food City. Those are perfect. He also did my favorite and a fan favorite, smoked meatloaf. Cameron, have you ever had smoked
Ooh,
meatloaf?
No, I've never had a smoked meatloaf, but I've always wanted to try it.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it. It is so good. And you know when it's better? The next day.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
put it in the
yeah, I bet.
refrigerator, let it get cold, and just eat it cold between two pieces of white bread and mayonnaise. And if you got a tomato, throw a tomato on it. Throw a tomato on it, everything. I know Cameron doesn't care for
I
tomatoes
was
that
going to
much.
say, Cameron made the comment that he feels like tomatoes overpower.
Too much tomato overpowers very quickly. If it's a thick slice of tomato, that's all you taste. But there is a place for a thinly sliced tomato.
Now, do you like fried green tomatoes?
I do like fried green tomatoes. Yeah.
I've never had a fried green
Oh,
tomato.
I love them.
I've never had
Oh
one.
yeah. Yeah, they're good.
I've never
You
had
drop a
one.
little pimento cheese on a fried green tomato, and it'll change your life.
I can't handle banana cheese. Phil says smoked meatloaf will change your life. Yes, it will. The only time I got food poisoning was from smoked meatloaf, and I cooked it, and I thought I was going to die. I wish it's one of those deals. I was afraid I was going to die, and I wish I would. It was terrible. It was terrible. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that now. That is with a little brown gravy on that thing. Steve
Mhm.
Davidson, you are in the wrong business. You need to get out of the airport business and get into fine dining business. Can you imagine going to a fine dining? You know, it's got good meatloaf. Wine Down.
Oh,
Have you ever had their meatloaf? That's
No,
what
I
Pete
haven't had
gets.
theirs.
Pete gets it every time we go to Wine Down. Meatloaf. Loves it. Good job, Steve Davidson. Cameron's looking on the phone. It's probably his wife telling him to get off the television and get down here and cook her something.
No, I've got about 1,000 messages and stuff like that. Just cruising through. You already gave the sign off. I thought we were done.
I did too, but I almost forgot about Steve Davidson. But I didn't want to forget about Steve because his pictures were so fantastic. Now we're out of here. Everybody comes. We'll be back next Tuesday. Pete will be back. Carl will be over here in the corner because he's got nothing else to do. And
With the dunce hat on.
I will no. And come see us at Al's Barbecue Supply. Tomorrow's National Hot Dog Day. We'll be serving hot dogs 11 to 2. And with the best selection of rubs, sauces, and grills in the Chattanooga area. That is us. Al's Nest Barbecue Supply. We'll see you next Tuesday.